I'm about to tell you something that goes against every survival instinct you have. Your greatest weakness, the one you hide, the one you're ashamed of, is not your enemy. It's your most powerful weapon. And today, I'm going to prove it to you by showing you the story of a crew of unstoppable heroes on the day they were utterly and completely annihilated. For hundreds of episodes, the Straw Hat Pirates from One Piece had a superpower that had nothing to do with rubber powers or magical swords. Their superpower was ignorance. They were a crew of rookies who had blazed a trail of impossible victories through sheer dumb luck and willpower. They were confident, cocky. They thought they were ready for the big leagues. This is a perfect example of a psychological glitch called the Dunning-Kruger Effect. It's a cognitive bias where people with low ability at a task overestimate their own ability. In simple terms,
you are too ignorant to even know how ignorant you are. The Straw Hats were at the absolute peak of Mount Stupid. And then they arrived at the Sabaody archipelago. And they met a man named Kuma. And in a matter of minutes, their ignorance was given a name. That name was pain. One by one, in front of their captain's helpless eyes, the crew was eliminated, vanished, with a single thump. Luffy, the unstoppable force of nature, was reduced to a child, on his knees, beating the ground. He couldn't save a single one, not one.
His strength was a joke. His confidence was a lie. His entire journey up to that point meant nothing. This is the moment of absolute failure. The moment your weakness is no longer a secret. It's a screaming public humiliation. This is the moment most people break. The moment they give up forever. But this is also where the magic happens. Because in that pit of despair, something incredible is born. Clarity. For the first time, Luffy saw the truth. He wasn't strong enough. And admitting that single agonizing admission was the most important decision of his entire life. That weakness he was forced to confront, that wasn't the end. That was the key. It was the key that unlocked the next level. Because you cannot fix a weakness you refuse to acknowledge. You cannot grow stronger if you believe you are already strong enough. The Dunning-Kruger Effect was his real enemy, and that crushing defeat was the cure. That failure, that humiliation, it didn't just hurt them, it humbled them. It focused them. It gave them a singular, unifying purpose. Never again! They scattered across the world for 2 years, training, learning, grinding, all because they were forced to look their greatest weakness right in the eye, and they didn't blink. It makes you look at your own life, doesn't it? What weakness are you currently pretending you don't have? What failure are you still running from instead of learning from? And what next-level version of yourself is waiting on the other side of the one thing you are most afraid to admit? The ancient Stoic philosophers had a saying, "The obstacle is the way." Think about that. The very thing that is blocking your path is the path. Your weakness is not an obstacle to be avoided. It is a curriculum designed specifically for you. It is a teacher disguised as an enemy. Don't hide from it. Don't deny it. Bow to it. Thank it for the lesson it is about to teach you. Because on the other side of that lesson is the person you were always meant to become. What's a failure that ended up teaching you your most valuable lesson? Share that story of strength in the comments below. If this perspective helped you today, consider subscribing for more. Stay strong.